Will healthcare wipe out your retirement? Welcome. I'm Dolores, your Kingdom Wealth Strategist, and this is Make Money Make Sense, where we don't just retire or prepare for retirement. We build legacy, live on purpose, walk in faith and wisdom. Baby boomer wealth builders like yourself, let's just face it. The biggest fear about retirement isn't running out of money while on vacation or having fun. It's sitting there wondering, how am I going to pay for health care? The prescriptions, the co-pays, the hospital bills, and every year those bills climb higher, yes, completely out of control. And if you're 65 or older, you know Medicare requires, unless you have other credible insurance, you have got to go on Medicare. But Medicare doesn't cover everything. That's where most people, baby boomers like yourself, feel the squeeze. And the question becomes, how do you protect your lifelong savings, your money, your health, and your legacy from being drained with medical bills? Proverbs 13:22 says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. But how can you leave an inheritance if your healthcare bills are running rampant and out of control? They consume all of your savings. God doesn't want your legacy stolen with medical bills. He provides wisdom tools that you can secure your retirement and bless the next generation. So where do you lose the most in healthcare? Let's break it down. Here's the reality. The average retired couple spends over $300,000 on medical expenses. And yes, you heard me correct. $300,000. Nursing home care costs anywhere between $7,000 to $9,000 a month. Even at 65 with Medicare, the gaps are huge. There's no dental, no vision, no hearing aids, and no long-term care. And most of us, believe it, don't think that we'll ever get there. That's why so many lie awake at night asking, will I have to choose between groceries or prescriptions? Will one hospital stay wipe out my lifelong savings? So what can we really do to stop the cost from draining all of our savings? So let's talk solutions. The first thing, Medicare or Medigap supplement insurance. Medigap supplement insurance. It solves the problem where Medicare leaves deductibles and co-pays and hospital costs. Medigap will cover what Medicare doesn't. It protects you from those surprise bills, and it stops the drainage of your savings. So it saves your dignity and it protects your peace of mind. Long-term care insurance. Medicare does not cover long-term care. Nursing home and assisted living can cost anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000 per year. Long-term care insurance pays these services so you don't have to spend down your retirement, or it can become a financial burden. Planning for care today gives you the freedom and protection for your tomorrow. The third thing, a combination life insurance with long-term care riders. Standalone long-term care can feel wasted if never used, but a combination life insurance policy with living benefits gives you the flexibility. If you need care, it's going to pay. If you don't, your family will inherit it. Either way, your money is never wasted. Money that serves you now and blesses your family tomorrow is a Kingdom Wealth strategy in action. The problem is the rising cost of healthcare and chronic illness threatens to wipe out your savings. Here's a solution. Index Universal Life policy with living benefits. It builds tax-free cash value you can use for your healthcare needs while still growing wealth that your family can use if you don't. The strongest retirement money is tax-free, flexible, and ready to use whenever you need it. Proverbs 27:12 says, the prudent see danger and they take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. You're the prudent. Yes, you're not the simple. You prepare now before those medical bills even show up. Now, Luke 14:28 says, for which of you, intending to build a tower, does not sit down first and count the cost? So here's how you count the cost with health care during retirement. Start with your Medicare premiums. Part B runs about $185 a month this year, 2025. That's over $2,000 a year. If your income is higher, your premiums may be more. Add Part D for prescriptions and possibly Part C if you choose the Medicare Advantage for the co-payments, the co-insurance, and the deductibles. Then look at your deductibles and co-pays. Every doctor visit, every lab test, every hospital stay has a cost. For example, the Part A hospital deductible is over $1,600 per admission if you don't qualify to not have to pay that. That's money that most of you don't plan on paying for, don't even know that it exists. Medicare doesn't cover dental checkups, eye exams, hearing aids. All of that's out of pocket unless you have extra coverage. And it could run you thousands per year. Finally, plan for your long-term care. Medicare doesn't pay for assisted living or extended nursing home stays. They just don't. That's where supplemental coverage, combination policies, or index universal life policies with living benefits keep you from paying $7,000 to $9,000 a month out of your pocket. And when you see these numbers add up, you have a real picture of what health care costs during your retirement. And the good news is when every cost is counted for, every need will be provided for. Again, when every cost is counted, every one of your medical needs will already be provided for. So here's your next step. Click the Retire Flow link below, fill it out, submit it, and it's going to come straight to me. I'll personally review it for you, answer your healthcare questions, and help you get on a plan customized to fit your healthcare needs. So don't wait for medical bills to pile up. Take action now and step into retirement with confidence, clarity, and peace of mind. I'm Dolores, your Kingdom Wealth Strategist, and it's been wonderful. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video with me. If you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscription button and let's secure your future today. And if you know anybody that needs to hear this information, share it with them. Yes, pass it along. And until next time, blessings.